we have to be able to balance the equation for it to be an equation, and it's not yet balanced. However, you must have balanced formulas before you can balance an equation. Guys, this is really very, very important. I hope that you make it important in your notes. If you don't have balanced formulas, you're going to be frustrated trying to balance an equation that can't be balanced. This is equations. It's saying that you have to have a balance. You have to balance formulas before you can balance equations. Okay, so yes, we spent the last 2 or 3 weeks learning to balance formulas. And if they're not balanced properly, balancing the equation will not work. Now you might get it balanced, but it won't be balanced properly because the equation is not balanced. And sometimes you can't balance it unless the formulas are balanced first. Okay? So we are going to use a process called an atom inventory to balance equations. I'm going to do one. Alright, here's how an atom inventory works. An inventory in a store or a business or a school means you go and you count everything. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to count all the atoms. It's an atom inventory.
What's the point of counting? Like, what we got to count, but I don't know what the point of it is.
The point of it is to get the number of atoms to be the same on both sides.
But like you said in the business, what's the point of you counting?
Oh. Well, let's say that over the years you've had a bunch of robberies and you didn't know it. Or not robberies, but people have stolen things. Okay? Well, how would you know if you didn't keep account of it? So periodically you have to count everything in the store. At one time, when I was your age, it was required by the IRS that a business count everything in the store for tax purposes. Okay? I'm not sure if that's still required or not. Alright, so we're going to list all the atoms that we have, all the elements we have on the left side of the equation. And when everything's done, we should have, if everything's written right, we should have those same atoms on this side. So we have carbons over here, hydrogens over here, and oxygens on this side of the arrow, the right side of the arrow, I mean the left side of the arrow. And over here on the right side, we should also have carbons, hydrogen, and oxygens, and that's all we should have. And sure enough, we have carbons, hydrogens, and oxygens. And that's where we start. We got to know what we're counting. And we're counting atoms. So now we're going to make a kind of mini spreadsheet. A little mini spreadsheet. Okay? And what we want to do is to count the number of each of these atoms on the left side and then on the right side. So over here on the left side, right now I've got one carbon atom. And I have 4 hydrogen atoms. And I've got 2 oxygen atoms. Okay? Over on the right hand side, I have 1 carbon atom. I have 2 hydrogen atoms. 3 oxygen atoms. 2 here and 1 here. Okay? Now, we need to have all these numbers the same for each atom. Need to have all the numbers the same for each atom. And they're not right now. Okay? Right now we have 4 hydrogens on this side and 2 on this side. 2 oxygens on this side and 3 on this side. The only thing you can use to balance an equation is a coefficient or more than one coefficient. Okay? Once the formulas are balanced, you must leave them alone. Okay? Nothing. Do you understand? Once the formulas are balanced, you leave them alone. Is that clear?
What was the last number, 3? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I can't touch it. What is that? I mean, every time I talk, you
Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
I want to get it right now for you.
My.
All right. So once you have a balanced,
You got me in the groove.
I'll be sure not to do that again. Obviously, I can't do fun stuff in here and expect to teach.
Why not? I was laughing. It was just funny. Friendly your face.
But we're off track now, and Kai can't even remember what we're talking about.
We're talking about balancing them out. The only way you can balance them out.
Once the formulas are balanced, leave the formula alone. We can only use coefficients, big numbers in front of the compound symbols to balance out the atom inventory. So if I have 4 hydrogens on this side and 2 on this side, what big number can I put in front that will multiply everything in there? 2. That's going to give me then, instead of having 2 hydrogens, is now 2 times 2. Okay? We now have 4 hydrogens, and that's equal. All right? We also have 4 oxygens. This 2 multiplies all the atoms in the formula. If the formula has 1 oxygen, this 2 here means now I have 2 waters, so I have a total of 2 oxygens here.
So you got 4 oxygen.
2 here and 2 here makes 4 oxygens. Okay? Now what do I need to do to get everything to be balanced out?
2 to the oxygen in front of the other one.
2 in front of this. That changes this to 4. And now the number of atoms on both sides is balanced, and the equation is balanced. Does that make sense? Yes. Let me give you a homework assignment, and then you can go.
Okay.
Yes.
Don't I have to change?
No, because it's not that, this is not describing what's happening in a flame where you got a lot of heat and turn water into steam. It's describing something else. All right, so there's two equations you need to balance for homework. Okay? H2, N2, NH3.